Hi everyone, in this video I'll be updating my cost analysis of my factory 533 hot rod with an LS engine. Hi everyone, and welcome to the channel about building a kit car and other car topics. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit the notification buttons below and share with others on social media. So I wanted to show you the updated spreadsheet that includes an LS engine. And the cost is going up, not because of the engine, but just all the extra stuff I'm throwing in here just to kind of shoot high and see where I'm at. So let's take a look. Okay, so we have our Factory 533 Kit 1, Stage 1. We got the, $10,000 basically shipping to Arizona. And let's go through this again. So we have the Bear 33 hot rod chassis. This is not including the powder coating because I was thinking about powder coating at a different color and they only offer black at the factory. So no charge for that. So it'll just be a raw frame. LS engine, no charge for that. They just need to know it to give you the right parts to go with it. Automatic transmission, no charge. The spline shaft for an LS, so no charge for that. Going with possibly leather seats. We'll see how that goes. I might have it buy the vinyl seats and then custom the leather to like red or whatever color scheme I do locally. So use the bones from what they give me and then pimp it out with leather later. Possibly doing a 3-link suspension, so $899. Standard hood, no charge. Platinum gauge set, no charge. Split rear exhaust. I want the exhaust behind me, so $645. And we have the tilt column steering wheel for $525. Power steering, $1250. Got to have the heater since I'm in Arizona. It's either cold or super hot, so I got to have the AC and heater in there. I decided that I'm going with the Moser axle straight from the factory, so I don't have to deal with rebuilding or do anything like that. It's just something I don't know much about, and I'd rather have it work and not have to redo my whole rear end at one point. And then the brake kit that goes with it. So right there, we got a more accurate total of $19,758. Now, that is just stage 1. That is a rolling chassis. Does not include the body, does not include the doors, not the hood or any of the side panels or any of that stuff. This is just the bare bones to kind of get the first half of the kit going. So that's a pretty decent upfront cost. Now, I upgraded this area with my LS build. I'm shooting high. I'm hopefully going to try to get this engine cheaper than this. But we have the hot cam kit that we're going to put in there. In fact, I've updated another list earlier that had what my text gave me, where it was like a package price. This is still all split out because I just don't want to keep copying and pasting. But now with the LS engine, we want to have the hot cam kit for the nice growl and rumble when it's idling. I'm just throwing in an LS intake for now to kind of give an update on that. Drive-by-wire throttle body, which hopefully will come with the LS intake, so that's going to be all included here. We will have to get a smaller oil pan so the car actually doesn't scrape the ground or hit the chassis of the car itself. And then there's special manifolds that fit the LS engine for this car. I don't know if they're special, but it's the model that is suggested for the exhaust to fit and everything to work correctly. So those are kind of pricey, but it is what it is. And then it was suggested to me to get a Monster heavy-duty rebuilt transmission, so I'll do that with a 3200 stall converter from Roadrunner. I don't need this transmission kit. Shifter handle. We have, this says PSI computer upgrade, but the reality is I'll probably get it locally tuned, and that's $600. So you don't need this upgrade. It's just a waste of money if you're going to get it tuned anyways. And that's normally in this price range, $150 to $260. I'm going to go with the PSI wiring harness because it's highly suggested and everybody really likes it. So $579. Fuel system, I'm not sure yet, since I don't know what I need for this car and probably won't know until I'm actually doing the car. And then all the different prices for actually getting all the engine done. Where is it? Oh, the water pump. The water pump is showing 0 because that's included in the March performance system, so I don't have to worry about that. And once we get down to there, now the March performance system is going to be your full drive system. All your belts, well, not the belts, but the pulley system, everything the belt's touching, your water pump, your alternator, all the brackets. Is it chrome? Is it black? Is it polished aluminum? Not sure yet because I don't know what the actual motif or patina of this whole car is going to be yet. But we know that it's $2,200 and maybe within $100 depending on what color I pick. And then this is kind of in the wrong area, but if I get the A-frames of the front suspension of the car chrome plated, it would be $800. But if I'm only gonna, let's say, powder coat or whatever, it'd be $300. So we're just assuming powder coat. If I paint it, it will be cheaper. And then since I did not choose to have the powder coating done to the actual frame of the car originally, and I wanted to do it locally, it's going to be about $650. Now that doesn't include renting a trailer and getting it on the trailer and dropping it off and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't really factored that in because I'm not sure if I'm going this route. But again, I'm trying to shoot high a little bit just to see what my numbers are. And so originally we got around 20 grand for stage 1. Now we got $12,000 into the engine side of it, and there's a few dollars that should have been in the other category that are here too, like this powder coating. So let's say it's $11,000 for the engine and, $27,000 or whatever. And then you have stage 2 kit. And so right now we have the option of going with a steel body that they're offering, which would be really cool, be great for resale, a lot less body work, which is really advantageous, but it's 10 grand more. That's a lot of money. And I'm sitting there going, well, I could spend 10 grand on the body and have less body work, or I could spend $5,000 extra in body work and labor cost in case I'm not doing it. I'm not really sure where to go with that. So just stage 2 by itself, $25,000. If I drop that off and go back to fiberglass, $15,000. So that's a big decision I got to make. And then we talked originally in the last time I went over cost analysis, what I'm doing at the leather shop. Can I actually paint this for $3,000? Not sure, but everybody says 7 grand minimum for, minimum to get a show car paint job. That's scraping by, the whole friend discount, if you will. Not that I have any friends in the painting business yet. So you got 10 grand in that. And then you have the garage stuff. Some of the stuff I'm getting ready to buy, like, engine hoist, engine stand. So my prices are pretty correct on there. So we got $1,000 there. And then I kind of had some spare time and I was like, well, what else do I want to put on this? Well, maybe I want shaved door handles with door poppers. And, that has to be connected to maybe a, alarm system. And what alarm system would there be? And okay, which one will actually control the amount of devices I need to do all the different poppers? And, the research just goes on and on and on. It's really daunting how much research I've done to dig into all this stuff. And, which, specific suicide door pin has enough pounds to pop that door. And, because you go down to a local alarm place, they ain't going to tell you anything. They want to do all this for you. And it's like, well, I need to know what system to buy so it integrates with everything. Yeah, well, I can't really help you. It's like, well, it's kind of silly. So, and it's not that I need to do everything myself. It's just I need to research what's going on because I just don't want to drop a car off and say, yeah, put in a full alarm system. That, like, I'm building the car. I might as well put it in while I'm doing it. So that doesn't make sense. But anyways, all these different things like, do I want my license plate to fold up under the car afterwards? And so it's, when it's in show car condition, there's no license plates that you can see. Or, do I want to put a horn adapter so I actually have a horn on my steering wheel instead of some weird button somewhere else? I'm not sure. But all this stuff, it all adds up. So all these options around $2,200 for a total of $61,000. Again, that's not with the steel body. So let's put the steel body back in, and we are looking at $71,000, which I have totaled up here. $71,000 is a lot of money, and we're about, if I don't remember what the last analysis cost was, but we'll say 53, 56. It was a lot less. So we're starting to get into the $18,000 higher than I thought it was going to be. Again, I've been shooting high, knowing that if we get lower, that's awesome. I don't want to shoot low and then all of a sudden be $20,000 over the price that I thought it was going to be. So I'd rather shoot high. Things are good, but this is a little bit concerning. $71,000 is not the range that I want to be in. I would love to be in the 45 range. 55 is, fine. But 71, that's a little crazy. And it's not due to the LS engine. Let me just be clear about that. It had nothing to do with the engine. It's just all the other things that I'm starting to dialing in a little bit better and popping in. But in fact, this engine at, again, $11,000, taking this stuff off, is way cheaper than buying a brand new engine, buying a blueprint engine, with transmission, with the wiring, yada, 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 drive system, all that stuff. If I take that drive system off of $2,200, that $11,000 engine is now only a $9,000 engine. And then I could buy, just a generic Chevy drive system for $800 or something, throw it on the car. But now it looks like any other car. So you have to kind of weigh that balance of what's this car going to look like. If I knew that I was racing, which all Factory 5 kits are built for racing. So this is like the only 33 hot rod that's not just for putting down the street. You could actually, race this thing, autocross, drag strip, do whatever you want with it. It's built for that. The suspension's built for that. So if I knew I was racing and I just wanted it to be badass, I would put, an awesome engine in it. I would make it clean, tighten it up, go vinyl, not do leather, decent paint job. Do it yourself, no problem. Not show car, not all this extra pimped out stuff. Don't care about alarm systems. Don't care about door poppers. Don't care about any of that stuff. And yeah, I could build this car for maybe $40,000, $45,000, and boom, it's doing what it needs to do. And I don't care if it gets a stone nick. But in this case, we're going a little bit different. We're trying to push towards the high end, see where we go with it, and hopefully I can get this price down as time goes on, and I get my research a little bit more dialed in of where I want to go and color schemes and all that stuff. And I don't know exactly where that's going. And remember, I probably want to put this engine to be a little bit more vintage. And right now, this is just an LS engine to look like a Corvette engine, to just rebuild a truck engine and bring it back to more of a car engine, because I'm getting such a great deal on the truck engine. And since I have to put aftermarket parts anyways, we want to, use that template of an LS engine to get back to whatever vintage. And so I haven't really gone that route yet, and I'll do that cost analysis a little bit later and update you guys as soon as I got it. So appreciate everything. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe below and have a great day.